Dominate your mind and never lose focus again. Stoicism. Focus is a rare commodity in our fast-paced lives. You're scrolling through your phone, juggling tasks, and trying to catch every notification. Yet, amidst this chaos, the Stoics remind you of a profound truth. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This saying from Epictetus highlights the core Stoic principle of focusing on your responses, not external events. You grasp that your mind is a powerful tool, capable of shaping your reality based on how you choose to engage with the world around you. Imagine sitting at your desk, the clock ticking down to a deadline. Your email pings incessantly, your coworker pops in with an urgent question, and the radio blares. Your mind races, and it's easy to fall into panic, thoughts spiraling out of control. Take a deep breath. What if you chose to concentrate on the task at hand? You can decide to silence distractions, prioritize your focus, and tackle one thing at a time. How would that change your experience in the office? Would you feel more in control rather than overwhelmed? Think about other moments when you lose focus. Perhaps you're in a conversation, but your mind drifts to your to-do list. Isn't it frustrating to miss out on meaningful interactions? The Stoics would argue that by grounding yourself in the present, you reclaim your attention and enrich your connections. What blocks you from being fully present now? Is it fear of missing out? Or maybe the pressure to perform? Reflect on these barriers. You recognize that they don't define your ability to concentrate and engage fully in any situation. Over the next 24 hours, commit to practicing this Stoic principle. When you're faced with distractions, whether during a meeting, a conversation, or even while alone, take a moment to pause and focus on your next action. You are in control of your responses. And as you start to exercise this control, you'll find clarity and calmness emerging amidst the noise. Before moving on to the next exploration of Stoicism, check in with yourself. Notice how your perception shifts when you dominate your mind instead of letting it wander. There's much more to uncover, and this is just the beginning. Hey, before you put this Stoic teaching into practice, I need to give you an important heads up. Many subscribers have reported that YouTube unsubscribed them without warning. Check the red button below to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. I don't want you to miss any Stoic lesson coming up. And since you're here, smash that powerful like. It helps me a lot with the algorithm. Tell me, in the comments, which city are you watching from? I love getting to know every amazing person who's part of this community. Your participation makes all the difference. Let's interact. As you sit back in your chair, letting the weight of the day fade, remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. This simple truth from Epictetus pulls you back into the moment. It sparks a realization that can change everything. Let's dive deeper into the realm of focus. Imagine you're at home after a long day. Your phone buzzes with messages. The TV plays in the background. Your mind races. You might feel the urge to respond to every alert. But take a moment. What if you did the opposite? Instead of frantically switching gears, what if you simply chose to be still? Feeling the tension in your shoulders? Relax them. Close your eyes for just a second. Picture a serene lake, the surface still and clear. Every ripple created by a thought interrupts that tranquility. Now breathe. What if you decided to let those ripples settle instead of trying to control every disturbance. Many of us chase distractions, believing they'll alleviate stress, but in reality, they often deepen it. Consider how frequently you scroll through social media, seeking connection while missing the richness of the life happening around you. The Stoics encourage you to turn this behavior on its head. Look around, ground yourself, engage in genuine interactions, for it's in these moments that true fulfillment lies. What holds you back from this deeper connection? Is it the pressure to stay informed, or perhaps a fear that you might miss out on something important? These are common barriers, but they don't define your capacity for focus. Reflect on them. They're merely thoughts, not the reality. Over the next day, try this transformation. When faced with distractions, whether you're waiting for your coffee or sitting in a meeting, pause. Ask yourself, what's my next step? Allow the noise to fade. You'll begin to see how much control you truly hold over your reactions. Imagine a busy street filled with honking cars and rushing people. You're in the middle of it all, yet you feel like an anchor. In the eye of the storm, there's a stillness. This is where your power lies. The chaos can whirl around you, but you can choose to remain centered, breathing calmly. Ask yourself, how often do you let your environment dictate your mood? And when was the last time you chose to pause in the face of chaos? As you navigate through your day, remember that focus is not about eliminating noise. It's about responding thoughtfully amidst it. You might find that you're not just surviving your day, but truly living within it. Recognize that every moment is an opportunity. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Embrace it. Now, take a moment to check in with yourself. How does it feel to reclaim your focus? This journey is just beginning. What will your next steps be? As you take a deep breath and settle into your day, let's explore what happens next. You've just learned the importance of focus amidst distractions. But now, let's discover how to build that focus into a habit that serves you every day. Picture yourself in a busy coffee shop. The aroma of fresh brew surrounds you, and the sound of chatter fills the air. You have work to do and a deadline looming. You pull out your laptop, ready to dive in. Yet there are people all around, and it's tempting to engage in idle chatter or check your phone. But remember, you have the power to choose. Start small. Maybe you set a timer for 15 minutes. During this time, promise yourself to focus solely on your work. No scrolling, no distractions, just you and your tasks. As the timer counts down, you'll notice how often you want to reach for your phone or glance at the people nearby. It's okay. Awareness is a big part of the process. Every time you resist the urge, you're training your mind to stay focused. Now, let's talk about breaks. Everyone needs them. When that timer goes off, stand up, stretch, grab a drink of water. This brief pause gives your mind a moment to reset. You'll return to your work feeling refreshed, ready to tackle what's next. As you move through the day, ask yourself, how often do you react without thinking? Maybe you hear a notification and grab your phone, even if it's not urgent. Think about how that impacts your focus. Each interruption can pull you away from what really matters. Challenge yourself. Can you limit these distractions? Consider your phone as a tool, not a master. Set boundaries on when and how often you check it. Start by silencing notifications for a little while. You might be surprised at how much more you can achieve when you're not constantly pulled away. While you're practicing this, pay attention to your feelings. Do you notice your anxiety fade when you concentrate? Isn't it great to feel in control? Each moment spent in focus builds your confidence and clarity. You begin to realize that you can direct your thoughts rather than being overwhelmed by them. Reflect on the power of your environment. Is there a place where you feel most at ease? Perhaps it's a cozy corner of your home or a favorite quiet cafe. Create a space that fosters focus. Surround yourself with items that inspire you or remind you of your goals. This physical representation of your intentions can keep you motivated. Now, let's take it a step further. In the next few days, set a personal challenge. Try focusing on one task for an entire session. No jumping between projects, no distractions, just pure focus. You might find it hard at first, and that's normal. But with practice, it will become easier. As you embark on this challenge, remember the Stoic wisdom. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Often, we fear distractions more than they actually impact us. By facing your tasks head-on, realize you can meet each challenge calmly. So how will you cultivate your focus today? Each small step leads to greater mastery. As you navigate distractions, keep reminding yourself, you have control over your mind. Embrace that power. This journey is just getting started. With every day, every practice, you're building a stronger mind. What will your next focus be? As you sit with your thoughts, let's explore how to weave focus deeper into your daily routine. You've begun the journey, and now it's time to make these practices stick. Imagine waking up in the morning. The day is fresh, with possibilities. But instead of reaching for your phone, consider starting with a moment of stillness. Sit up in bed, take a deep breath, and think about one thing you want to achieve today. This simple act can set the tone for your entire day. Now, picture a typical morning where distractions are waiting. Your phone buzzes with messages. The news catches your eye. It's easy to get swept away. But here's the thing. You can choose to start your day differently. Instead of feeding the distraction monster, create a morning ritual that fuels your focus. After your morning routine, decide on a key task you want to tackle first. This should be something that really matters to you. Maybe it's a project at work or a personal goal. Set aside a specific time to work on it. No interruptions. Just you and your intention. As you dive into this task, notice how your feelings shift. Perhaps you feel excitement or even a bit of anxiety. That's okay. Acknowledge these feelings, but stay committed. Your mind may wander, but gently guide it back. Remember, it's a muscle you're training. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. Let's talk about the world outside. When you step out of your door, the hustle and bustle may seem overwhelming. People rush past. Noise fills the air. Instead of sinking into the chaos, embrace it. Recognize that you can navigate these distractions with clarity. Focus on your next step. Whether it's walking to your destination or waiting in line, be present. Feel your feet on the ground. Observe your surroundings. It's in these moments that you can find peace amidst the storm. Throughout your day, check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Are you still on track? If distractions creep in, pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself of the power of your focus. It's within you. Now, let's explore the art of saying no. Sometimes, distractions come from outside pressures. Friends may invite you out. Colleagues may ask for help. It's important to be supportive, but also make time for yourself. If it conflicts with your focus, it's perfectly fine to decline. Recognize that your time is valuable. Protect it fiercely. Consider keeping a journal. At the end of each day, jot down moments where you felt focused and times when distractions derailed you. Reflect on what worked and what didn't. Over time, you'll notice patterns. This simple act can deepen your awareness and guide you in the days ahead. As you move forward, remember that this journey is about progress, not perfection. Some days will be easier than others, and that's just fine. Each experience is a lesson. How do you want to cultivate your focus tomorrow? What small steps can you take? Each decision adds up, building a stronger, more aware you. So let's embrace this next chapter together. Every moment is a chance to focus, respond, and engage fully. What will your journey look like now? The path is yours too. Shape. And I can't wait to see where it leads. As you think about cultivating focus, let's explore how to deepen this practice as part of your everyday life. You've already started this journey, and now it's time to make it a habit you can stick with. Imagine it's your morning routine. You wake up, and instead of reaching for your phone, you sit up and take a moment to breathe deeply. Think about one intention for the day. This small, mindful moment can set a positive tone and make you feel grounded. Next, picture your morning unfolding. Perhaps your phone buzzes with messages, or the news grabs your attention. It's easy to get distracted, but here's the trick. You can choose not to engage with those distractions right away. Instead, create a morning ritual that enhances your focus. Maybe it's a short meditation, or even just sipping your coffee in silence. After your morning routine, focus on one important task for the day. Pick something that truly matters to you. This could be a work project, a personal goal, or even a new hobby you want to dedicate time to. Set aside 30 minutes, just you and that task. No interruptions. It's your time. As you immerse yourself in this task, pay attention to your feelings. You might feel excitement or a bit of anxiety. That's normal. Acknowledge those feelings and remind yourself that you're in control. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to your work. Think of it as training your brain. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Now let's consider the world outside. Imagine stepping out of your door amidst the hustle and bustle of your day. People hurry by, sounds blend together, and it can feel overwhelming. But you have the power to navigate through this chaos with a clear mind. Focus on your next step. Be present in those moments. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Notice the world around you. There's peace in awareness. Throughout your day, pause and check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Are you still focused on your tasks? If distractions show up, take a moment to breathe. Remember, you have the ability to choose how you respond. It's empowering. Let's also talk about boundaries. Sometimes, distractions come from people around you. Friends may invite you out, or coworkers might need your help. While being supportive is great, it's just as important to protect your focus. If it disrupts your plans, it's okay to say no. Your time matters. Consider keeping a simple journal. At the end of each day, write down the moments you felt focused and the times distractions took over. Reflect on what worked well and what didn't. You'll start to see patterns that help you understand your habits better. As you continue on this path, remember that the journey is about progress, not perfection. Some days you'll find it easy to focus, and other days may be challenging. That's perfectly okay. Each experience is an opportunity to learn. So, how will you cultivate your focus tomorrow? What small adjustments can you make? Each choice leads to a stronger, more aware you. This journey has just begun. Every moment counts, and each one is a chance to practice focus, respond thoughtfully, and engage deeply. What will you choose to focus on today? The path is yours to explore, and I'm excited to see where it takes you. As she took a deep breath and reflected on her journey, Mia realized how far she had come. The principles of Stoicism had reshaped her perspective on focus and control. Just months ago, she found herself lost in a whirlwind of distractions, allowing each ping on her phone to dictate her mood and actions. Now, she felt empowered and in control. The clarity she had cultivated filled the air as she sat in the familiar coffee shop, laptop open, and surrounded by the murmur of conversations and the aroma of fresh coffee. Mia had set a goal: to complete an important project by the end of the week, and today was supposed to be the turning point. As the timer ticked down, she recalled the exercises she practiced, setting intentions, acknowledging distractions, and taking breaks. Suddenly, her phone buzzed furiously. A group chat erupted with messages about an impromptu gathering later that evening. Old Mia would have immediately shifted her focus and joined the conversation, sideswiped by the fear of missing out. But she hesitated. Instead of diving into the chatter, she paused. She remembered how far she had come in reclaiming her focus. Deciding to mute the notifications, she grabbed her pen and jotted down her thoughts. What's my next step? The question fueled her determination. She leaned back and thought about the importance of her project. Even amid the noise, it felt imperative to stay true to her goals. She leaned into the chaos, but remained anchored, sketching out ideas with clarity and intent. Across town, her friend Lucas found himself at a similar crossroads. Torn between his obligations at work and a desire to connect with others, he felt the weight of expectations. The pressure was palpable. He was expected to attend an after-work event, but deep down, he knew he needed to maintain the focus he had been nurturing. As his coworkers chatted excitedly, Lucas remembered the Stoic principle of setting boundaries. Saying no felt uncomfortable, but necessary. He raised his hand to his boss, who was about to invite him to join them. "I'm sorry, but I need to catch up on some work I've fallen behind on," he said, his voice steady. As much as he valued companionship, he valued his mental clarity even more. After the confrontation, both Mia and Lucas took a moment to reflect on their decisions. Mia noticed a shift within herself. She felt lighter, having chosen to focus on her priorities. Lucas, too, found a sense of relief. They both grasped the truth that their choices shaped their experiences. As the week progressed, Mia and Lucas, each in their own sphere of influence, found new ways to prioritize their focus. They engaged in deeper conversations, and their productivity soared. When they eventually sat down together later that week, they shared their breakthroughs. Mia spoke with enthusiasm about her project progress. Lucas recounted how saying no had opened up a much-needed space for mindfulness in his life. Together, they laughed about their earlier struggles, recognizing that they had both embarked on a path filled with growth and understanding. The lessons of Stoicism resonated deeply, bridging the gap between chaos and tranquility. In that moment, as their coffees cooled, they made a pact to continually practice the discipline of focus. They promised to hold each other accountable and share insights regularly. As they left the cafe, the noise of the bustling streets echoed around them. Yet, they stepped forward with a new awareness, knowing they could choose how to respond. This was just the beginning of a more intentional life, fueled by the power of focus. Mia realized they had mastered the art of control, not just over their minds, but also over their environments. The serenity they sought was not a distant dream, but a daily practice they would cultivate together. If you want to keep progressing on the path to inner peace, subscribe now to the channel for more Stoic insights. If this story resonated with you, click like. Share your biggest takeaway in the comments. Your reflections can encourage others on their journeys. And remember, don't keep wisdom to yourself. Send this to at least 3 friends who could benefit from finding their balance.